Hello, my name is Bozo, and I like drawing comics. I like drawing comics, and I don't like talking. This is a weekly progress log on the comics I'm drawing. Current comic I'm working on right now is called Bad Neighborhood. It is a Resident Evil 2, another zombie genre-inspired comic that I'm working on. And as I mentioned, these are all the logs, logs for the progress of it. So as for the progress for this week or so, this week I've been having pretty good progress. I've been working on these comics on stream for the past couple days. As you can see right there, I have 2 pages up right now, which I believe is page 17 and 18. At this point in the story, we have Leona and Clarence. Right now, Leona just saved Clarence from, he was pinned down by one of the running zombies, one of the sprinters, and she managed to get him out of that. The next thing that happens right there, you can see in the panel right there with the little zombie foot, they get rushed by a group of sprinters. Basically, they heard the gunshots that Clarence had shot off, basically, and to take care of the other group of zombies, and they started chasing them. They chased them to what would be the police station, and this scenario I mentioned is very Resident Evil 2 inspired. So they do make it to the police station, and they manage to close the doors on the zombies before they get attacked by the zombies. Right now they're out of ammo completely. Leona, she lost her gun in the first attack, first encounter she had with the zombies. She got knocked down and she lost her gun. And Clarence right now, he's out of ammo too. He wasted most of his ammunition taking care of the other group of zombies they encountered a couple of pages prior to these pages I'm showing up right now. And they've made their way to the police station. At the police station, they encounter that the main door is locked. Clarence knocks on the door and nobody answers, and the door's locked. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. So I did manage to get a 3rd page done, and on this page I have what I'm thinking would be Police Chief Irons, kind of like seeing them on the screen right there and letting them into the police station. I think she, since I'm doing a gender bent version of everybody, is going to be the main antagonist right now for the moment. I am mixing a lot of things together. So she's going to be the main antagonist right now, attacking them in the police station, kind of locking them in, kind of going based off of what I remember Chief Iron saying that, nobody gets out of my town alive. And, kind of... she's lost it and kind of just wants to kill everybody who's still alive. And yeah, I mean, in the what I was working on stream was the next page, which would have been page 20. I storyboarded out. They encounter Marlene, which would be Marvin. In this comic, I guess she isn't bit by a zombie. She's been shot by Police Chief Irons, and she's mortally wounded and stuff and bleeding out. And that's where I'm going to introduce the threat of Police Chief Irons. She killed all the survivors that were huddled up in the police station. I'm sorry, and just kind of lost it basically. And they're going to deal with her right now, and whatever the other zombies. And I did mention in stream I wanted to bring a special infected in the same way they kind of did it in Resident Evil 2, right after you meet Marvin, that they encounter the liquor, kind of something like that. Just trying to think of, maybe a special effect. I'll probably just do like maybe some kind of variation of the liquor, something funny maybe that that can work in that degree. But yeah, I mean, on the next page, I didn't take a screenshot of the page I'm currently working on, but yeah, you can see it on the stream that I was working on it. I'll just post it up once I'm done with it, or on next week's report. But yeah, I have that set up right now. And as I mentioned on stream too, I kind of wanted to put Police Chief Irons on the block first as the main antagonist. And then I had the idea of doing like kind of like a female nemesis. I had mentioned in a couple of reports, a couple of videos I did before. Since Clarence is looking for his sister Christina, she's the nemesis. She got captured by Umbrella or Parasol in this comic, as I call him. And she gets transformed into the nemesis, kind of like those Mila Jovovich movies. So yeah, I mean, plan is that, they encounter police chief, whatever, they deal with her, and she's being an antagonist, but then, she gets taken out by, the female nemesis, which is Clarence's sister. Spoiler, I mean, nobody's really reading the comics, so it's fine just to give you guys kind of like a behind the look, just kind of what I'm thinking about doing. On the subject of, kind of like female nemesis, I was also thinking about like a Mr. X, and maybe separating Leona and Clarence, maybe having them both do their own kind of scenarios. I can kind of separate them, maybe a little bit of trickery with Police Chief Irons, controlling the locks and stuff like that. But I don't know, I kind of like them being together. It has a very, I believe it's called the Dark Side Chronicles, that Wii game. I think it was for Wii. Resident Evil game where you kind of, Leon and Claire are both together and they're both they're both fighting zombies and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. If you tuned into the previous videos, I had been going back and forth between continuing the comic, restarting the comic, or maybe doing a visual novel. I just kind of decided to stick to the comic I already had and just keep going on it, basically, instead of just restarting, because I was having the same issues with the restarts. It wasn't flowing as well. And now that I have put some time and have some time now to do streaming, everything just flows a little bit better. I know the art isn't the best and the writing isn't the best either, but it's just something to have fun and something to do, something to show on like stream and just share with people. Maybe there's other people trying to want to do comics and say, hey, if this Bozo can do comics, I can do comics too. So yeah, that's what I got for this week. Like I said, I am doing streaming right now. The current schedule, I believe I'm going to do is going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. And I should be streaming around like 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think is about a good time for me to be streaming here on YouTube, obviously. So yeah, if you guys want to tune in and say hi and watch how these comics get drawn out and stuff, yeah, just go ahead and stop by. I'll be there working 1 p.m. Probably do maybe 2 hours, 2-3 hours, depending on the amount of energy I have and just the time. Just because energy and time are things that are kind of scarce. But yeah, this is what I have. I'm pretty happy with it. I've had a lot of progress this week, especially now that I've given some time to actually stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys on stream if you guys stop by to say hello. I did say I was going to stream today, but I lied. So I'll just be streaming on the days I said, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got for this week. You guys stay safe out there. Bye-bye.